Salvete omnes, this is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek. And it's time to move on to our third stage, Tengu Man.
I'm Tengu Man!
In case you're wondering what exactly a Tengu is, it's a Japanese mythological creature that is often associated with crows and the wind, and portrayed as having a long nose. You can see where Tengu Man gets it. So, Tengu Man's stage, as you can imagine, is the sky stage of the game. This first area is a bit windy. It has these platforms that move up and down, and whale ships that drop a ton of mats. Ooh, shiny. This is actually my favorite stage in the game. Boss, the music, some of the gimmicks. It's just awesome. Oddly enough, in the Sega Saturn version of Mega Man 8, this stage actually had different music, and I didn't like that as much. Not that I actually played the Sega Saturn version, but I heard it. The music, I mean. So here's our first gimmick. Bubbles. My bubbles. Basically, you just have to get in one of these and float to the top, and not touch the spikes. They don't kill you, but they do pop your bubble. And this game's shield attacker equivalent. Oni attacker or something. I don't know. And another Met Swarm. I believe these things are called tent crows. Shoot those blades at you. Kind of a smaller version of one of the weapons that Tengu Man uses. And here's the main gimmick of the stage. Behold, as Mega Man 8 turns from a platformer to a shooter. Now those things are they're basically power-ups. They give you they can do one of four things. They'll either summon Auto to shoot missiles from a bazooka. They'll summon Eddie to do just what he's doing right now. Shooting bombs out of his top. Get away, you stupid dragon head. Or they'll summon Beat, who basically just rushes forward to attack whenever you shoot a fully charged shot. Or they'll make Rush shoot a spread shot of 3 small bullets. Auto's probably the most useful, followed by Eddie. I don't know between the last two. Rush is probably better than Beat, just because with Beat you have to have a fully charged shot for him to actually do anything. And now we have the smoke guys from Frostman's stage. So yeah, continue point, and here's the second half of the stage and of the shooter section. Hello, Beat. Wasn't really trying to get you, but I'll take whatever help I can get. I love the music in this stage. I guess I should have gotten Rush to show him off, but whatever. Maybe I'll get another one of those things. You can actually destroy some of the generators here. Now that does get you a bolt if you destroy it, but the only way to do that is with a certain special weapon that we don't have yet. And here's a sort of pseudo mid-boss. It's not a real mid-boss, because it doesn't... Like, it's not the same as the real ones. It doesn't give you a rush adapter, and it doesn't change the music or have a boss door. Seems like more of an obstacle to me. Whoops, I accidentally switched to Mega Ball. And there's a bolt for the taking. And my health meter is dangerously low. Time to come in for a landing, and that's the end of the shooter section. But now we have another bubble segment to deal with. Oddly enough, even though there is a water stage in this game, they decided to put the bubbles in the air stage. I don't know why they did that, but they did. You're right, the bubble segments are so easy. And finally, for the final stretch of the stage, we are back to basic platforming again. Ah, this bolt. You want to jump across that way. Don't try to get it by... There's supposed to be a platform there! Well, yeah, in any case, don't try to get it from the right side, because chances are you're just gonna get blown right off the edge by the wind. Believe me, I know from experience. Okay, maybe there isn't supposed to be a platform there, but I was almost out of health anyway, so... Careful jumping, careful jumping. Anticipating where the platforms are going to be. There's another one of those whale ships. And we're at the boss. Dun 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 dun. Ah, wrong Tango theme song.
It's just a kid. Don't make me laugh.
This guy could have been a bit cooler if he'd had a better voice actor, but he's still cool. And if you're going by weakness order, I'd actually recommend doing Tengu Man first, because he is by far the hardest to hit with his weakness. Dang. That's the tornado hold. Do not try to jump over it. And he does that dive like that.
Here you go!
Does anybody know what Yamaharachi actually means? I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know. But that's it. See, Tengu Man actually reappeared in Mega Man and Base, which is sort of like Mega Man 8.5, in a way. It appeared after 8 and came after 8 and before 9. And in that game you could sort of jump over the tornado hold, at least it didn't go all the way up to the top of the screen and didn't trap you. We beat Tengu Man, and so now we get the tornado hold, which is a pretty useful weapon. It basically is the same thing. It does the same thing that Tengu Man does. You shoot it out, and it creates a blade that lands on the ground and creates a column of wind. And said column of wind can damage enemies that it touches, and it can lift you to heights never before possible. Also in Mega Man and Base, there's another character, Base, and he can double jump, and he can probably just, if I remember correctly, he can just jump right over the tornado hold in that game, so if you've just played Mega Man Base and are switching to Mega Man 8, don't try to jump over the tornado hold. It doesn't work. None of Tengu Man's attacks are really all that difficult to dodge, though. So that's 3 stages down. We're close to the end of the first half. So that's all for this one, and I'll see you next time.